You are here with Rabbi Ben Terabello on the Everything But the Battle podcast. Come give me a hand in making your microbrewery, micro distillery, winery, and you know what? Even massive operations stand out. Every day we come back for about 5 minutes, teach you a new trick. One of my favorites, and not yours, and that's rigging the system. See, you always want to do everything perfect. That's not the way alcohol speak or spoke. Nor should it be yours. You gotta know what you're required by law. So, if your recipe only requires in the blend 50% grape for the cognac or whatever you're producing, why are you doing 100%? Unless you can carry the premium, that's ridiculous. You want a few bottles for yourself for the premium? Go for it. That 2% that the government gives you, they could put in extras. I'm sorry about that, not extras, but non-flavored adjusters makes me maximum for real. I mean, it's cool to have a cast strength bottle, but not if it's priced at $40. There's a reason why you can add water. Water's not that expensive, bro. You gotta pay attention. These are important facts when running a distillery. Know the code, okay? You gotta maximize the margin. And know that super cool bottle of yours, it's really not necessary. You're gonna go through all that headache to get approved by the federal regulatory agency. What a waste. What a waste. A heartache, the stress, and then it won't even be accepted on the shelf because it's too small. Same for blending spirits. You need to maximize your value. It sounds terrible, but that's what you got to do. And if a blend makes no sense, go for it. It could be you're going to save you on space. It's going to be maybe because the varieties are different, or you can get away with it using a weaker grape or the weaker distill a brew and put it together a better one and wind up with much better brew. They're just very interesting thought processes to run through. Another great one that people actually are traumatized from thought of is if you have a great 12, not so great 8 year. But if you put a 12 year with the 8 year, we bring up the value of the 8 year because the taste is now unbelievably nice. That's a mathematical formula you got to run. They got the right flavor profile. It's a great blend. Maybe it's time to give up on those years and focus on the value. It's time for you to get a modern software system like TTMath.com. And I'm not just talking about the modern software system because I own it. I'm talking about the best friend to me, Robert Ben Tarabello, giving you a hand. See, these calculations came from my experience as a distiller. You realize you got to focus on those profits, margins, not just on what you want to create that's delicious and believable. Even the paste that goes on the barrel. You can buy paste. You can make paste. That's just a simple flow process. It takes time to make paste. It takes time waiting on an order. Which way will you go? Okay, that's not a big life-altering decision. But how about figuring out if it's better to make American whiskey or a true bourbon? I wouldn't go for always go with true bourbon. It might not be worth it. It might actually be a complete insane price markup because if you get a used barrel for free, you have it from last year. You have a bourbon barrel, there's another $600. I know you didn't say $300. You forgot about the shipping because you only offer 3 or 4 barrels. Maybe it's time to offer American whiskey. You get $40 for the American whiskey, $50 for the bourbon. So, gee, bourbon makes more money. It doesn't. It's 300 bottles in the barrel. Oh, all right, guys. Spend the night in peace or the day. Have a great one. Don't forget to become a TTMath.com